Hello everybody and welcome back to the Building Better Building Let's Play. Our cats are still hanging out in our house waiting for a project. Don't worry you guys, I'm gonna get you somewhere soon, but right now it is time to check the mail, see what management has for us. Wonder if we're gonna get another nice vacation. I mean, last time our vacation was to the end, so let's see what they have in store for us today. Hope you enjoyed your vacation. Oh yeah, it was lots of fun. Really enjoyed going to the end and defeating the dragon and all that stuff. Move all villagers out of the holding cell and into a big trading hall. Get building management. How do they know about the holding cell? I mean, that's the holding cell is way over here. Like, it's right here. You can't see it. How do they know it's there? It's hidden really well. There's no way to tell that there's anything here. I mean, look at all the leaves and stuff. That totally hides it all, right? Let's, oh, yeah. This is what they're talking about. We've been kind of preparing for this, thinking we're going to need some villagers pretty soon. So we've just been hiding them in here, pulling them down from the village up there. So I guess that's what they mean by, moving the villagers out of there. So if we fly back over here, we have a nice little path bridge planned out already. We'll just walk it over this way and come up to our little bridge that we made, just enough to get over the little pond lake that we got here. Over in this little area that we've already cleared out. It's almost like we knew what management was going to be asking of us. So think we might have enough room cleared out. We might have to make it a little bit bigger depending on, you know, how big of a trading hall this gets to be, but we can always knock down a few more trees. Just got some, you know, little holes that we would have to fill up, but I'm going to go ahead and, oh, I guess we'll have to run back and actually pick up our supplies that, management, right? I guess Rotten Flesh is coming with us. We'll pick up our supplies. I'm going to start with getting the inside set up and probably moving some villagers over and, well, no, we'll get the inside set up. We'll build up the outside and then we will move our villagers over. We don't need them to be, you know, attacked by anything during the nighttime. So we'll start. Wait, was that a baked potato? What's that? It was a baked potato. How was that zombie holding a baked potato? Interesting. But anyways, before I get too sidetracked, I'm going to go ahead, try to get out of this water here. Go on over to our planned out area and start building the inside of our trading hall. All right, well, here's a little update on our progress so far. We're going to have a nice big kind of entrance right here where we'll walk in and we'll have all of our villagers all over the place, really. We got a whole bunch of guys, lecterns on this side. We got a bunch of villagers here and there and up top there. On each side, we'll have some steps going up with some even more villagers on the top section. We got a whole bunch of, you know, workstations laid out. Looks like we do have 2 more spots up here, and then we got, you know, that side over there and that side over there where we'll have to figure out what kind of villagers we're going to put up there. It's, you know, there are some more enchantments that we could get, but I don't know if I necessarily need all of them. Like, do I really need blast protection and fire protection and, you know, all that stuff? So I think the ones that I'm really interested for, we got the lecterns laid out, so we'll have to just make sure we keep swapping them out till we actually get the trades that we want. And, you know, somehow we'll have to actually get these guys in here. We'll probably just use a bunch of rails and pop these guys in there. All right, well, our big trading hall building is finished, so let's take a look at it and see what we have. Look at this thing. This thing is huge. It's actually really big. So this is the front. We'll walk up this area. We got our nice little doorway right here. Some little overhangs and a nice window up there. We got a little bit of oak for just a kind of different pop of color, but we got some acacia and some dark oak with a bunch of stone bricks, and we got some moss and some mossy cobblestone and all that stuff. And then we got some end stone to add a little color to it as well. On the sides, we just have a little bit of a nice little canopy to kind of walk under, just to give something to it. The rest of it is pretty flat. But yeah, everything's looking good. We got a bunch of flowers growing around it. Let's take a look inside. We walk in here. We got a nice little opening or entranceway. We got our 2 guards here posted. Shovels aren't really helpful, but they kind of keep an eye on the place. And the rest of it is all done. We got a whole bunch of our lecterns. I was going to say lanterns, but they're lecterns that we've had previously. And then we did the outside where we made a big old huge roof, made it super high, put in a little bit of some lanterns for some light and some cross beams. Put in some nice big diamond windows to let in a lot of the light that we can, see in here, keep things bright. What else do we have? We threw some barrels here on the 4 different corners so we can store different stuff, whether we want to put in some emeralds or some books or anything like that. We then have a place to store them. But right now we need to go into our little secret area, which is actually behind here, which just kind of between where our villagers will be and the outside wall. But we got a nice little area down here cleaned out, and this is where we're gonna have our zombie that we'll have, and then we'll get our zombie villagers and we'll purify them. I think that's right. Yep. And then we'll give they'll give us some better deals. So this is just an old tunnel system that was already in place. And then this is a super long path that runs all the way over to our staging building, or whatever you want to call our holding cell that management apparently knows about. So that way we can just bring our villagers straight on in here. But it's time to go ahead and start decorating down here. So let's kick that off. All right, well, we got our little area here all decorated out. We got a bunch of chains and some soul lanterns. Got a few zombie villager heads up on a shelf, which will look pretty nice. We got 2 shulkers in here just kind of holding stuff temporarily. Nice little brew stand with some water hiding behind this chest, which, has a bunch of stuff for curing villagers. And we got a bunch of rails. Set up all over the place. We got some little toggle switches. So the plan is to bring a villager over, bring them over here. We'll throw down a lectern, get a good enchant that we want, press the button, well, toggle it, press the button, bring him over here by this villager until he becomes a zombie villager, and then we'll toggle it, hit the button again, move him along the line, get a couple of guys lined up over here, and then we'll splash them and cure them all. Because I think we have, we got 28 apples, so we got plenty. So now I guess we just run all the way down over to where our holding cell is for our villagers and see if we are lucky enough to get a guy into a minecart. Because right now they're all in boats. And sometimes, villagers just don't want to play kind, and they do whatever they feel like doing. So let's take a minecart and put it right here. And let's see if we get you out. There's not much place to go, so go this way. You gotta go where? Oh. You decided to go in there. How about we get rid of you? And we force one guy over here. Go this way. Go this way. Oh, there goes our minecart. It's gone. It's gone forever. No. Go back in your hole. Back in here. Back in here. Back in here. There we go. You stay right there. Alright, we got 2 villagers over here lined up, just about ready to get splashed. And are they close enough? I think so. We'll splash them. Throw some apples on them. We'll give them a few minutes to cure up. While we're doing that, we'll talk about our contraption. Well, putting our villagers here and putting a workstation here, for some reason, they didn't like it. I don't know if it was too close to Jason over here or not, but we had to improvise a little bit, so we sent them back down this way for a little ways. And we plopped them right here and kind of did the same thing with the little, T-switch going on here and shooting the carts around. But we were able to go ahead. We got 1 Fletcher going, so we can get some emeralds. And then we also got a guy with a smithing table. We're going to turn probably our entire stack of iron blocks into emeralds. After we do a little cure here, we should be able to do 1 iron for an emerald, which will give us enough emeralds to kind of start moving with some of our other villagers down there to get them set up with librarians so we can trade with them. But using up all our iron, I do believe we are going to have to keep we'll keep 3 villagers. And pretty soon we're going to have to make ourselves a nice little iron farm. So we have plenty of more iron that we can trade with these guys so we can get some more emeralds and, really get all of our villagers going. So I got a little bit of time to wait for these guys to cure up. And, yeah, a lot of other stuff I guess that I can do in the process. So I'll be back when we want to move them up. Well, we ran a whole bunch of villagers through our purification process. We do have, look at that, 4 stacks of emeralds already, which I think is pretty good. We moved all our boats back to where we're breeding our villagers, and let's go see what kind of trades we've got going on here. So we've filled out this side with these guys. And we've also filled out this side with all these guys. Everybody's traded, 1 iron for an emerald. Some diamond tools. This guy's trading 1 gold for an emerald. So, gold farm, hello. And what's this guy got? This guy's not doing so much. This guy's not doing so much. This guy, we finally got our 1 iron for our emeralds. And this guy as well. So we burned through, I think, half a stack of our iron blocks. And we also got a few guys up here. We got ourselves a farmer and a Fletcher. 26 sticks for an emerald. Not the worst. Our farmer, he's got some other stuff. Some pumpkins, 1 for an emerald. So pumpkin farm in the future, I guess, as well. Because this is also a great way to rack up a whole bunch of experience and just trade with these guys. So, probably no real need for an Enderman farm, I don't think. That way we don't have to worry about running all the way to the end. We can just come here and grab a bunch of iron or some pumpkins or something and, trade up. And that way we can get enough emerald and experience to get all our library villagers in here. But yeah, not too much going on. We'll have a few tracks laying around this place for a little while till we get everybody up and in here. But other than that, I think our trading hall is looking fairly good. We take a nice bird's eye view of it. It's pretty big. It's, I think, the tallest building so far, but that's all right. There's a lot of villagers hanging out in there, so pop here on the top and we can see down inside. We got our nice little remembrance of our vacation to the end, and that's the village right up on top there. In case you guys forgot, that's where all the villagers are coming from. So other than that, I guess I got a couple more villagers to bring on over. We did leave 3 over here in our little holding area. That way we have some of the enough to make a nice iron farm. So I think we're going to start planning that so we can start chunking out of the iron to trade with these guys so we can get a whole bunch of emeralds and start, you know, stockpiling them. So I will see you next time.